Hey everybody, Evan here with the2musician.com. Today we're going to be talking about nothing. Today we're going to be talking about 2B versus 5B drumsticks. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, Evan here with the2musician.com. Today we're going to be talking about 2B versus 5B drumsticks. But first, I just want to thank you for clicking on this video. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so that way you're notified every single time we upload a video here on a 2Musician. But also hit that like button if you find this helpful whatsoever and entertaining or whatever. Hit the share button as well. Let everybody know about this video. I appreciate it. But I'd actually done a video a year or 2 years ago, a couple of them, 7A versus 5A drumsticks. You should check that out if you haven't already. Maybe I'll do something to where it pops up on the screen somewhere around here or at the end of the video. I don't know. And then I did another one, 5A versus 5B drumsticks. I'm probably going to re-record those. Those seem to be doing really well on my channel. But today we're going to be talking about 2B versus 5B drumsticks. There's not really much of a difference between the size of those drumsticks, and it really depends on the brand drumstick you get. And actually, with that, you know, that there are different things you have to look at with drumsticks. Like right now, I'm just going to be comparing two different Promark pairs of drumsticks. So we have, for the 2B, we have the Promark American Hickory 2X 2BW, and I'll probably hold the stick up and compare them in the camera here and do a little voiceover here in a little bit. And then we have the Promark Hickory Rebound 5B. So two different series from Promark. The tips are different size, you know, they're different style tip, and that's something too. This is not a one-size-fits-all for all 2B versus 5B drumsticks. I just want to say that. It's going to depend on a lot of things, like such as the length of the drumstick, obviously the size of the drumstick, but then you have the taper at the top of the drumstick, you know, where that starts, or if it's longer, and then it starts, you know, thickening out. But then also we have different drumstick tips. So we have like round, diamond, teardrop, acorn, arrow, and barrel. Now round tips strike the drums, or cymbal with the same surface area regardless of the angle of the stick. I'm reading all this just right off the screen here. So the sound's consistent. And there are other ones, you know, different stick tips that may have more attack or more warmth. And that also goes with the type of wood you're using for drumsticks. You know, we have hickory, which is the most popular. We have oak, which is more dense than hickory, and then we have maple, which is the lightest of all those woods. And so there's different things like that. These are both hickory. That's all I really use for drumsticks. So we have, once again, Promark American Hickory 2X 2BW. Dang, they put enough letters in there. And then we have Promark Hickory Rebound 5B. So let's just cut to the voiceover now, and I'll tell you about the sizes of them, and then, you know, whatever else. 2B drums. Okay, so the 2B drumsticks are in my right hand, and the 5B drumsticks are in my left hand. They are both the same length at 16 inches. The Promark TX 2BW drumsticks are 0.630 inches in diameter, and the Promark Rebound 5B drumsticks are 0.595 inches in diameter. So only 0.035 difference. That's barely anything, between 1/32 and 3/64 of an inch. The Promark TX2BW drumsticks feature an oval tip shape and a short taper, producing a forward-weighted feel for increased power. And the Promark Rebound 5B drumsticks feature an acorn tip shape and a long taper, producing a rear weighted feel that is ideal for agility. And that makes sense in why the 2Bs may feel like I'm getting more power, because that short taper and the longer taper on the 5Bs make them feel like I can play faster because there is less weight at the top of the drumstick there. So you can't even see the tips that I'm showing in this video. It keeps getting blurry. So if you can see it, great. If you can't, sorry. So with that being said, once again, this is not a one size fits all. This is just one pair of 5B drumsticks and one pair of 2B drumsticks. We're going to start with the 2B. And as you heard in the voiceover, there's different, these drumsticks have different tips, so you have to take that into account. But I just wanted to kind of, and overall, like, hey, this is what you can expect just in terms of how much heavier your drumming may sound with the heavier sticks. You're going to get more bang for your buck. So if you play really heavy music, it'll help you. So let's start with the 2B drumsticks and just play some simple things. And then we'll switch it up and then do the 5B. 2B was in my right hand the whole time. 5B was in my left hand. It's really hard to tell really any of a difference, and I think it's just because there's not really much of a difference in the size of these, and any difference you really hear because the tips are different on these. You know, one's barrel and acorn or whatever it was when I read it. So, yeah, but this is honestly something that's searched on YouTube, so I was like, I'm going to do a video of it because I have a couple other versus drumsticks videos. My gear is better set up. I don't know really what else I can do. You let me know in the comments. Do you hear a difference between 2B and 5B drumsticks besides just because the tips are different, you know, shapes? It's kind of hard to tell even playing. You know, I feel like I want to say I can feel the little bit lighter playing with the 5B. Obviously, like, you don't have to exert as much energy if you really want to get some loud drums with the 2B. You know, you may have to exert a little more energy with the 5B, but it's honestly not that noticeable. And I've played both of these drumsticks for several years. I play 5A now. But let me know in the comments below if you hear anything.